It is a Wafa Wafa week, MTN 8 semifinals, first and second legs, and we have Cape Town City hosting Orlando Pirates in Cape Town. It is a profit day for John Cometers. He wants the Soweto Giants to step up. He wants the Soweto Giants to continue winning things, because when they win things, fans will flock back to the stadium. So I believe this is going to be a profit day for Cape Town City, since they'll be hosting Orlando Pirates in that first leg of MTN semifinals. Eric Tinkler, on the other hand, really doesn't care about what John Comet has said. All he wants all the teams to step up to the level of Mamelodi Sundowns. Yes, I do go by the name of Oscar City Football. Discuss, engage on anything to do with football in Africa, from Africa to the world, and from the world to Africa. Now, how does Cape Town City stop the ambulance of Tembisa? TITO Maswanganyi has been brilliant. He's been an incredible playmaker for Orlando Pirates. It seems like everything goes through him, goes via him. Without him, there is not really the best of plays. And Cape Town City really have to concentrate everything in and around TITO. Can Orlando Pirates win without a TITO? Yes, certainly they can. But with fans coming back to the stadium, I mean, home games of Orlando Pirates have been good. I mean, if you compare home attendance of Orlando Pirates to any other football club in South Africa, I think, and I stand to be correct, Orlando Pirates have good numbers. I think they're better than everyone in terms of their home attendance. And when TITO is involved, I mean, one or two touches from the ball, it really hypes the crowd. It really makes the crowd to be involved in the game. It really pushes Orlando Pirates to that next level. But there is a way. I mean, we've seen Orlando Pirates playing first and second leg of first prelims in CAF Champions League. We've seen Orlando Pirates in the quarterfinals playing against who did they play in the quarterfinals? But overcoming whoever they played. And then now with Cape Town City, we haven't seen a lot of games. I actually been asking myself, they haven't played a lot of games since the quarterfinals against Kukune. Now you ask yourself the impact of not playing a lot of proper matches of consequence. I mean, they've been playing probably a lot of friendlies behind closed doors, and now I ask myself, the weather, and them in the first 2 or 3 weeks they've been training in artificial turf indoors because of the weather in Cape Town, and they've had some injuries to Carlinhos, an attacking forward that they brought from Angola. It's almost like Cape Town City at this point in time, because the game they played against Kukune was not a good one. Absolutely not a good one. It's like they are a closed book. They are a closed book because there's a guy from France who played for Maritzburg who just joined in. I think he's 31 or 32. He's an attacking forward. He's decent. And is he going to start the game? I believe he should have his work papers since he was playing for Maritzburg, and he was not a part of the preseason because he was stuck somewhere in Thailand, and I'm not sure of his fitness level to even qualify for the bench or even start this game. I believe that Gilberto, that we are all waiting for, the Angolan attacking forward, his papers are ready, work papers are ready, documentation. He will be part of the squad. And it's going to be interesting how Rivero sets up Orlando Pirates. Maybe he's just going to repeat the same lineup that played against the Disciples of Madagascar. The same attacking forwards. I'm talking about the 4 guys: Maswanganyi, Mufukeng, Saleng, and Mabasa. I don't think there's going to be any changes there, which is something that Tinkler must really deal with. Tinkler is a ball playing coach. Cape Town City, they are not one who park the bus. and he technically is very sound, and he understands what he needs to do when he's playing big games. Unfortunately for him, he's had a good one against Sundowns. He's got good games against Kaizer Chiefs. But when it comes to Orlando Pirates, Cape Town City haven't had a good one. I mean, they've lost the past 2 games. It's been a 2-0 win for Orlando Pirates at home, 2-0 win for Orlando Pirates at Newlands in Cape Town. So it's really, really, really going to be interesting how he sets up his team. Now, the big question is, how do they stop a Patrick Maswanganyi? Obviously, the most underrated player and probably my favorite player at Orlando Pirates is Kabelo Dlamini. Some fans at Orlando who follow this big club, they don't really, I don't know, they don't esteem Kabelo as high as I do. I mean, Kabelo Dlamini would fit perfectly well in any of the top 3 sides in South Africa. He could play for a Kaizer Chiefs. He could even play for a Mamelodi Sundowns. The boy is intelligent. He's got an educated left foot. He can shoot outside the box. He's a dead ball specialist. I think top 3 at Orlando Pirates, it's him, it's Hoto, and it's Maswanganyi there for free kick takers. But top 3, Kabelo Dlamini is there. And he can give you the long-range passing of Steven Gerrard, and combination play between him, TITO, and now the talent Mbata, who is rising and seems like he's securing that defensive midfield position. And so you the focus will be on TITO Maswanganyi, but TITO Maswanganyi, he's got ball players around him who are very, very sound. But obviously, for Eric Tinkler to have a positive result in Cape Town, they need to up their game. I mean, Hashim Domingo, Fortune Makarenge, Kamu Mkocho, those 3, they need to have a top performance if Cape Town City has to have a positive result. And one thing I know for sure, that if they need to, Maswanganyi to have a top game, he then needs to be starved off the ball. If they starve him off the ball, he's going to get frustrated. And I think that should be the concentration. Starve him off the ball and ensure that as Cape Town City, the host team in Cape Town, ensure that you score first. You're the host, it's a first leg, and you need to get a positive result. And what I think what's more important is for you guys to score first. And then when you score first, ensure that TITO and Kabelo Dlamini, most importantly, they don't get a large share of the ball. That means that your Hashim, your Kamu Mkocho, your Fortune Makarenge, they will be instrumental in this. Cape Town City, like Stellenbosch, they don't fear unleashing their MDC boys into the senior teams at all. I mean, there's been a lot of these youngsters coming to the big team, and so the midfield, it's gonna be a midfield battle, and Kabelo Dlamini and TITO Mboweni being instrumental in that, and one thing that Kamu, Fortune Makarenge and Hashim, they need to ensure that they play their attacking forwards. Your Gonzalez and the other guys. I don't know if Rhodes is back from injury. That central pairing of Orlando Pirates, I don't feel like it has been tested enough. And probably this might be the first match where Sesana and Olisanda might be tested. I'm not sure if Van Rooyen will start at right back, because ever since he came, Monyana has had some decent performances. As much as he's busy, they've been playing, the Radisson Madagascar stuff, but he's had some decent games. Hoto as a makeshift left back, he's had decent games. But this central pairing has not been tested. And I think that's one position that Tinkler because Amadou Siko, he's not a natural number 9. He's an attacking forward who can play as a false nine and number 10 and any left or right wing. And I think they still need to get someone else. They sold Patrick Mayo's son, Kanyisa, to Belouizdad, and they need to replace him with someone. So they need to test that central pairing of Sesana, but they have to go through the midfield. The wider channels, they need to really occupy a Hoto and a Munyane to give themselves a chance. But do not let TITO Mboweni have a large share of the ball, or a Kabelo Dlamini, because these guys, their combination play is top tier. That attacking forward of Orlando Pirates, their movement is crazy. Their movement is incredible to watch. As a neutral, Saleng, it seems like Saleng is really coming back to the form he had 2 seasons ago. Mufukeng is maturing. He knows when to delay passes. He knows when to pass passes. He knows when to attack, when to take on a defender. And you have a Mabasa who really is hungry. He doesn't have a lot of touches in the game, but when you give him the ball in and around the box, he ensures that he gives himself a chance and take a shot at goal. It's going to be an interesting match, a highly tactical one, and I don't even predict this one. Just want to watch it and learn. This game might be won from the bench. If it's a real battle, and people like your Kimvudis or Chilbeto could come from the bench and actually change the reflection of the match. I don't know how much. Your Tinkler has got your playmakers in Prince Chizoe of the Golden Boy of Namibia. So both clubs have decent players to change the reflection of the game if the first 11 don't do the job. Make sure you hit that like button, follow the brother, help me to reach 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers by December, so that I start also working with other brands and other, you know what I mean. And do make sure also to share this with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on social media, WhatsApp groups and all. And make sure you watch the next episode where I talk about Stellenbosch and Mamelodi Sundowns MTN 8 first leg. And I end it there by saying, may my God bless you all.